Hiroshima, and I'd heard about this city before, and I'd actually heard some really sad things that had happened here. At the end of World War II, there was a big weapon that was used in Hiroshima and some other areas in Japan that caused not only damage right there, but caused a lot of problems that carried on for years and years and years afterwards. So I thought, honestly, I thought it was going to be a really sad place to visit. And some of it is. But I noticed a lot of things that kind of give me hope as we're walking around. They've dedicated a whole area to peace and thinking about how we can promote peace instead of war. So I actually feel quite hopeful as I walk around Hiroshima. Have a look and see what we saw. Definitely given me a lot to think about being here. Do feel hope, but I do feel quite sad, and there's a heaviness when you think about how lives have been impacted by war, and sometimes I kind of wonder how to cope with that. So Hiro and I are getting together later to talk about it, and I think that'll be really helpful. Our skills focus is what to do when you're exploring difficult topics. Whenever you're looking at a different culture and its history and its people, you're going to come across sad events, often very tragic and traumatic things have happened. That can be really hard to deal with, but it's important not just to forget that those things happened, but to learn from them, and that can be a really hard process. So here are a few thoughts on that. You can make sure that you get your information from trusted sources. So you're not just listening to one person's thoughts, but you're trying to get lots of different people's thoughts and people that you can trust as well, that can be reliable in what they share. The next thing to remember is that it's completely okay to feel sad and angry about something. In fact, that's often the right response when we learn about these things. So give yourself some time and space as you deal with it. If things are feeling a bit too hard and heavy, take a break. Maybe talk to a trusted adult or one of your friends about it. That can be a really great way to think and process what you're feeling. The other thing to do is make sure that you look at the impact of people's lives. Often with history or culture, we can look at things on a really big scale, think about the politics and the reasons and so on, but it's really important to think about people's stories and make sure you find stories from lots of different people. And then one of my favourite people, Mr. Rogers, he was a great teacher, and he said that you should look for helpers in these sad situations. And that's a great thing to do. Look for people who helped, who were making a difference during those times. That can often make us feel a bit of hope for the future. So when you're learning about this, there's someone that really did make a difference in giving people hope for the future. So I'm going to pop up some resources on the side, and maybe you can explore that a little bit more. So yes, Hiro and I got together and talked about some of the events that happened here in Hiroshima and how we feel about those, and we decided to do something positive. We're going to create a little bit of art so that we can remember the hope that we saw here in Hiroshima as well. I wonder if you could do something like that.